Ladies and gentlemen, Tina Fey.
David Letterman began his career as a choreographer and black opera singer in the early 1950s, just so that one day he could qualify for this award. Mr. David Letterman, as I call him out of respect and fear, has unknowingly been a family friend of mine since I was 10 years old. My mom, Jean, and I spent every weekday morning of the summer of 1980 watching the David Letterman show. Who was this Dave Letterman guy? Was he a brilliant, subtle, passive-aggressive parody of a talk show host? Or just some Midwestern goon who was a little bit off? Well, here we are, 32 years later, and time has proven that there's really just no way of knowing. By the time I left for college, late night had cemented its place as the epicenter of culture for anybody who wasn't a dope. Every single boy I went to college with was basically doing a 24-hour-a-day David Letterman impression. They would, whenever possible, use old-timey phrases like program and goof and for the love of God, folks, don't try this at home. And it really worked to make me like them. And I'm not embarrassed to say that by graduation, I had been turned down by dozens of David Letterman impersonators. But the joke's on you, college nerds, because I grew up to be an off-brand weirdo, and I have been, if the internet is to be believed, lucky enough to appear on The Late Show with David Letterman 15 times. Only sometimes because somebody more important had canceled. Yes, I have met Mr. David Letterman 15 times, and I feel like now, if I saw him in a restaurant, I actually know him well enough to know that he would not want me to bother him. Dave is someone you watch not just because you like him, but because you fantasize that he would like you. In fact, you could argue that Mr. Letterman's at his best when he's interviewing someone you suspect maybe he doesn't like at all. Whether it's calling Bill O'Reilly a bonehead, or asking Paris Hilton about eating hard-boiled eggs in jail, which is really a piece of poetry. Watch it again if you haven't seen it lately. Or just sitting back and letting Madonna be a high-status dum-dum. David Letterman is a professor emeritus at the Here's Some More Rope Institute. And tonight, we declare it officially. My mom was right. David Letterman, you are an American treasure. Like the Grand Canyon, or the Chicago skyline, or the top two Kardashians.